What's up everybody, it's your name, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the world of heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, HVAC for short. Why? Because whether you're designing a skyscraper or just trying to keep your own apartment from turning into a sauna, understanding HVAC is key. We're talking about the systems that keep us comfortable year-round, but beyond that, they play a huge role in energy efficiency and indoor air quality. And trust me, that's important stuff. So, what are the top 5 things you need to know about how HVAC systems work and why it matters, especially if you're an engineer? Comment below if you think you know. But don't worry, I've got you covered. Let's break it down. First things first, we gotta understand the basic components of an HVAC system. We're talking about the heating unit, the ventilation system, and the air conditioning unit, the holy trinity of climate control. The heating unit, often a furnace, does exactly what you think. It heats things up. It uses gas or electricity to generate heat, which is then distributed throughout your space. Next up, the ventilation system. This is all about circulating air, bringing in fresh air from outside and pushing out stale air. And of course we can't forget the air conditioning unit, the MVP on those scorching summer days. This bad boy removes heat from the air, cooling things down and keeping you from turning into a puddle of sweat. Okay, so we've got the players on the field, but how do they actually work together to regulate temperature? It's all about heat transfer, baby. The heating unit uses something called a heat exchanger to transfer heat from the fuel source to the air. This heated air is then distributed through a system of ducts, like a network of veins carrying warm blood throughout a building. On the flip side, the air conditioning unit works by absorbing heat from the air using a special refrigerant. This chilled refrigerant then travels through a separate set of coils, cooling the air that's blown through them, and voila, you've got yourself a nice refreshing breeze. Chapter 3. Breathe Easy, the lowdown on air quality control. But HVAC systems aren't just about temperature, they're also critical for maintaining good air quality. Think about it, all the air you breathe inside a building has to come from somewhere, and that somewhere isn't always so clean. That's where filters come in. HVAC systems use air filters to trap dust, pollen, allergens, and other pollutants, preventing them from circulating throughout your space. This is especially important for people with allergies or respiratory problems. And here's a bonus tip. Make sure to change those filters regularly. A dirty filter can restrict airflow and make your system work harder, costing you more money in the long run. Chapter 4. Saving the Planet. 1 watt at a time energy efficiency in HVAC. Now let's talk about energy efficiency. HVAC systems are notorious energy hogs, accounting for a significant chunk of a building's energy consumption. That's why it's crucial to choose energy-efficient models and implement energy-saving practices. Look for systems with high SEER, or Seasonal Energy Efficiency Ratio, ratings, which indicate how efficiently they use energy. And don't forget about simple things like sealing air leaks, using programmable thermostats, and making sure your ductwork is properly insulated. These small changes can make a big difference in your energy bills and your environmental impact. Chapter 5. Keep it running. Maintenance and troubleshooting tips. Finally, let's wrap things up with some maintenance and troubleshooting tips. Just like any complex system, HVAC systems require regular maintenance to keep them running smoothly. This includes things like changing air filters, cleaning coils, and checking refrigerant levels. It's also a good idea to have your system professionally inspected and serviced at least once a year. And if you do encounter any problems, don't panic. Start by checking the obvious things like the thermostat settings, air filter, and circuit breaker. If you're still having trouble, it's best to call in a qualified HVAC technician. And there you have it, folks, the top 5 things you need to know about HVAC systems. Hopefully, you learned something new today and are now well on your way to becoming an HVAC aficionado. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more awesome engineering content. And hey, if you want to see this information broken down into bite-sized pieces, be sure to allow this video to be uploaded to Opus Clips. Until next time, stay curious, stay cool, and keep on engineering.